Hello YouTube, this is the Irritated Asian, back with episode 10 in my Proto-Taiwan aka Formosa Principality series. Now if you recall from last episode, we were able to, surprisingly, peacefully, well, you can call it peacefully, unify West Borneo under our Formosian rule. Got Sintang, Lanfang, Pontianak, all of them, thanks to our powerful overlords, the British. So now we got 17 years until West Borneo is incorporated into our state, and we have a lot more population, infrastructure, all the great things, so we can actually get something from these conquests. We can still build up a lot of our natural resources here, as well as we're going to finish up our arable land issue. Well, not much of an issue, is it? Increase our military here so we can actually start encroaching on more territory in here and increase our manufacturing, because Singtang had a lot, surprisingly, even though a good portion of their land is impassable, unable to do anything with it, the headhunters and stuff, just, lore historical wise. But they had a lot of factories and manufacturing, surprisingly. So we are benefiting from their work there. So the turmoil is about a quarter, so 25%, which is not too good, but it's honestly not terrible either. So we can see that, we might be able to get some peace here before the game ends in 1936, I believe is the year will end. So for this episode, we're looking perhaps to expand, as I said last episode, maybe north into Brunei. They are very much still weaker, and they don't really have any alliances. And the British, I believe, damage relations with Brunei, so we can get a little advantage there. And of course, there's Banjar, who, they're trying to improve relations with us because, they're scared. So we can easily overcome them as well. Or even Kutai. So we can easily try for a push to unite all of Borneo and maybe even challenge the French. Maybe, just maybe. We'll see how ballsy we are about that. But before we get into this episode, don't forget to like this video if you enjoy my Victoria 3 content, and subscribe if you enjoy all my content in general, because if we're able to end this game by this episode or in the next few episodes, I will be taking recommendations of what to play next. Can either continue playing Victoria 3 as another Asian nation, or maybe hop back into Crusader Kings 3, or maybe into Mountain Blade, because, the official game release has come out, so there's a lot more there, a lot more guaranteed security, and I hear the new patches coming for that, so we can be excited for all that. So let me know what you guys want to see me play, see me react to, all that good stuff down in the comment section below. And don't forget to ring that bell to get notified of future video drops. You can get notified of all video drops or a personalized select few. It's all up to you. And with all that out of the way, let's get into episode 10 to see if we can unite the great island of Borneo. So as I said before, Brunei is looking to be one of our main targets because they're weaker and they don't really have alliances. Now, just like the other states in West Borneo, we could push to conquer this state and see if we can, get the peaceful transition, so long as no one else, like France or the... Nah, we don't have to worry about the Netherlands or even Portugal, really. So mostly, if France doesn't get involved, if the Heavenly Kingdom doesn't get involved, hopefully they don't. I know the French are dealing with their own thing right now, so maybe they won't be getting in the way. They're doing against Bhutan, right up here. No, that's Bulungan. Bhutan. Where's Bhutan? That sounds familiar. I think we talked about Bhutan a little bit. I don't remember exactly where Bhutan is. But they're dealing with that, so maybe the French won't bother with Brunei. Because Brunei makes up, I believe, a good portion, if not the entirety of North Borneo. Let's take a look here real quick. Yeah, so North Borneo, I think them, and then Bulungan. And so Bulungan would easily be taken if we do take Brunei. Brunei. I always wonder how to... I'm not sure if I pronounce it right. I think it's Brunei. Or is it Brunei? Let me know in the comments. But Brunei looks like to be... I'm going to call it Brunei. The main target we can go for. Because they have pretty bad standard of living and not enough troops. So what we're going to do is... We are in a bit of a deficit, but as you can see, our gold reserves... still top notch. So we're just gonna go right ahead and start that conquer state diplomatic play. Let's do it. Yep, let's do it. And the first thing we're gonna do, just like the last times, we're going to sway. Ooh, Italy? That's surprising. I didn't know Italy would be on our side. Okay, we'll offer obligations to the British. We owe them 3. We're gonna owe them a 4th. Who else? So apparently Bhutan. Oh, there's Bhutan. There you are. Oh wow, they actually have a lot. That's impressive. But yeah, so we're gonna bring in the British so we can get them on our side. And while we do that, we're also just gonna put towards, you know, building up Borneo. Bhutan backs down against France. Okay, so hopefully France doesn't get involved. Yes. Okay, so now the British are basically here, which is perfect. Because now Brunei, if they don't get anyone on their side, is definitely going to capitulate. I don't see them wanting to fight. If none of these other states who were about the same power as Brunei didn't want to fight the British, I don't see Brunei trying to fight the British. I just don't. But we can see, like, mastication gold. I'm just going to max out gold. I'm just going to max out the gold because that's going to be huge in terms of economic gain for the mint. And just, you know, max out the natural resources. That's always something like a good thing to do because they'll always come in handy. So we're going to do that. Really build up West Borneo. They may be middling, but that's mostly because of our general standard of living. So we can easily start raising them up with the rest of the country, which is a small island all the way up, like, pretty far distant. Ooh, Johor wants a defensive pact. What does Johor look like? Johor, where are you? I think you've asked before. You're pretty weak. And you're... Ah, you're on the Malay Peninsula. Oh. You know what? I might actually do that. They're in alliance with Siak, but having an ally in the Malay region here, especially in the route of Malacca, would be very helpful in case I want to turn my attention towards the rest of the Dutch East Indies and Sumatra. So let's do it. You know, let's do it. Why not? I'll be friendly a little bit. I've been so aggressive in this region. I gotta be peaceful somewhere. Up, there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now half of Borneo falls to Formosa. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we won't be able to be done by the end of the game, I don't think. But at least we will try. At least we will try. Borneo's still split, so now we have to do Sulu and Balungan and Balungan Aristocratic Revolt. But in any case, we have to build up North Borneo. Let's see if we can do anything. Let's see. The motor industry looks like it'll be huge. Food industry, definitely huge. Yeah, we're gonna look for some big ones. Let's do food. It's gonna take a lot. We got iron, sulfur, gold. All the good stuff. We got a big construction sector. Let's put 2 in here. Put 2. I'll put the food industry. Hopefully that... Can we, like, reorganize the building? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But, you know, still building up the lead industry here. Because lead will be massive. Steel frame buildings! Oh, look at that! Look at that. Let's look at our budget real quick. What happens if we go to steel? Yes, it'll probably cost a lot more, but that's fine. And we have a lot of reserves. We can afford this slight deficit. Yeah, building up West Borneo is going to be the main objective if we don't end the game by this. I don't think we'll finish the game by this episode. Maybe episode 12. We'll be 12 episodes this time. But this episode definitely trying to build up West Borneo. Just so we're prepared. And we get a lot of money. We get, you know, huge money increases. Oof, that's big. But yeah, we get a lot of... Ooh, what kind of... Ooh. Oh. I think the steel frames is what's costing it. But yeah, we just get, like, we can get a lot of... Generate a lot of income from these places. And it just takes time and dedication. And we have enough money to last, I think. So... Once you get costs down and all that different stuff, oh Jesus, 87,000, we'll be good. Okay, the British, I don't think they did much with that whole Han rebellion, did they? I don't. Nope, Henan still exists. They don't like us. We could. Ooh, wait, could we conquer Henan to take Hong Kong? Could we take Hong Kong? No. No. No, we can't take Hong Kong. Would it be crazy to take Hong Kong? Nah, it wouldn't be. Let's do it. Let's take Hong Kong. Let's do it. I don't... Henan? Nah, Henan ain't being nothing. Nah. Give me it. Formosa conquers Henan, demanding this will result in a diplomatic incident in South China, giving 3 to 1 fight to Formosa, reducing relations with 8 countries. Who are they? Henan, France, Japanese shogunate. Oh, why? Weird how people care about this small nation here, who's very much hateful to me, compared to all these other nations that was probably much weaker than that in Borneo. Like what? What? Ridiculous. Land of fighting, impossible surrender. Always threatening the offender. We'll punish those who betrayed with power and reason's aid. Damn. A cool anthem. Definitely describes what we do. Like fighting, never surrendering, always threatening offenders, punishing betrayers, and using power and reason to do so. I like it. We definitely like that. If only Henan could be taken on with such fervor. And not giving us so much infamy, because come on now, we're a small nation. How can I not wage war against Heavenly Kingdom though? I can wage war against this little fucking state here, but not Heavenly. Kalimantan uprising. Where are you? Kalimantan should be around here. Oh! Oh! Yes! 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 Yes, definitely. Definitely revolt against the French. Definitely. I would take your side if I wasn't scared that I'd get my ass whooped by France. But, definitely do this. Because I want you to remain independent so I can come in and sweep. If France is out of Borneo, Dutch East Indies, they ain't shit. The Dutch East can lick my gold bars. All right, they are nothing. Their military, they got conscripts, but my private armies are much more powerful. Hopefully, you guys win. I'm with you in spirit, not in voice. Let's just say that.
Meanwhile,
the Metropolitan Railway. Yeah, grand opening of the Taipei Metropolitan Railway was received with great celebration. In a speech, the prince congratulated the engineers who made this possible. Yeah, the engineers deserve a reward. That'd be pretty good. Our railway will be the envy of the world. There's a reward. I don't care about the world. Because we are winning, even when the world thought we wouldn't. Oof. We're already down to half of our reserves. We have to calm down a little bit. Once we get somewhere. You know what? We're not using our military. Okay, you know what? I will do that. I'm gonna... Back to the basics, gents. We can afford none of that. We are now in a bureaucratic... Not bureaucratic. Economic upswing. And now we can afford all the construction. This is what happens when you decrease military budgets, when you know you don't have to worry. If you know you're not going to be destroyed, or even if it's like... You have some enemies, but they're not as strong as you. You're perfectly fine. You can easily just hold out. You know, you can just decrease it for a little bit and then come back to it again. I just don't see how people can justify keeping it high and raising it even further when they're already the most powerful nation in the world. Look at you, America. Yes, Kalimantan's its own thing. Now conquer the state. Conquer the state of Kalimantan! 21 countries would be mad, but not crazy mad. The question is, would they be mad enough to launch an offensive war? Actually, what part of Borneo do they have? East? It's East Borneo, which is, yeah, it's all of that. Yeah, I kind of don't really need it. Yeah, no, I don't want to open that up yet. That's a can of worms I'm just not ready for. Because I can't even go to Kutai or Banjar. I could try to go for the Dutch East Indies territory, but that's all just all the way over there. So many options for this. But Kalimantan seems to be the basic, but we're friendly. We're friendly.
a few moments later.
What? They colonized East New Guinea? How did you establish a colony? I want to establish a colony. Severe malaria. I don't know if I want to go over there. That's insane. I might just conquer them now, since they have their own land elsewhere. People will still be mad though, but at least I'll have this and they can be in Papua. Because apparently they want to colonize, even though their people are struggling. Your people are struggling and y'all in turmoil, man. Turmoil is going down pretty fast, I have to admit. Only at 44, I know 60 a few weeks, in-game weeks ago. I think the population's rising. You got a middling standard of living. Already, it's a great success of Formosan conquest. Like, we could even make Kalimantan better. Like, look at us. Big old yellow. With 27 ranked in the world. And our standard of living is 28th in the world. Yeah, a lot of the smaller and more established countries are still at the top. But, of all of Asia, I think we're probably the highest. This man's 123 years old. Definitely this is from the before patch. You can tell. Man is loved and is 123. His heir, I honestly don't know. His heir is what, 90? 85. I was close. Also loved though, but yeah, reigning for 100 for a long time. Not 100 years, but maybe like almost 100 really. I remember when 6,000 pounds a week was like, oh my god, insane. And now we're reaching like 58,000, like 70,000 in some cases. It's like, it's a long way come. A long way has been traversed to get to this point, and it's just, it's amazing. Let's just take a look at the image of Taipei, and it is, oh my god. Like, the whole northern tip is just development. In the valley, mountain valleys, you got development. The farms, development. You got the whole train system going to Taitung, which is like, oh my god, massive. Although I'm so surprised there's no railway, like, along this side. I mean, you got a bunch of stuff here. Where would the Prince's Palace even be amongst all of this stuff, I wonder? Maybe it's this big building. Maybe this building, or is it this building? One of those. Maybe government, and then imperial, or royal, I should say. Well, this is royal. I don't know. You can tell me what you guys think is which, 'cause I just don't know. Regulatory bodies. Ooh, yes, I want to push this. Yes, yes, this is exactly what I want. Industrialists, landowners, you can suck it. We're pushing progressivism, whether you like it or not. Ah, we did the rubber industry. Great. Rubber boom. The recent expansion of the rubber plantations in North Borneo has yielded extremely promising results. Formosa threatens to lead the world in rubber production. We need more rubber! Yes, we are the rubber lords. Strike breakers. Just are paying a group of armed thugs. Oh, the Pinkertons! The private investigation agency, the Pinkerton Guards. One of the worst groups in history. Union busters and private militaries of corporations. Horrible. They will bring up trade unions, agitation for regulatory bodies. We're just making sure that everyone is following the law here. We don't want one of those angry workers firing a shot and or starting a riot. See, this is flaming gaslighting. Or it's not even gaslighting would be the proper word. It's more like straw manning. Oh, I forget the fallacy. So many. The basic premise is that they're just overblowing it for no reason. Just like, oh, what if? Like, that's not guaranteed. Anyway, we just need to keep the peace for the right price, and maybe in the process some legs get broken, some skills get cracked. That's just the cost of public safety. No. No. Arrest them for assault. Arrest them. We have more enactment time, but we cannot risk angering the others further. No. Arrest them for assault. No. The government and the authority are the ones with sole ownership or sole rights to the physical threat, to physical force. Having civilians like the private industry, not even civilians, private industry have that access. is a dangerous thing. Now, yes, true, the wrong government could be very bad when using it. However, in terms of this particular government in Formosa, we will be very strict. Anyone who goes off the line will be punished, including those who abuse their authority. Therefore, I do not care what industrialists say. You do not have... The Pinkerton Guards will not exist in Formosa. They will not. Oh, the Ripper! Sees the horrific murders in Formosa. According to the article, the police are powerless to stop the murderer, who they dubbed the Taipei Ripper. We must bring justice to the killer! Or must bring the killer to justice. I misread that completely. We'll handle that, Ripper man. Find out who it is. Low market access. Formosa's low. How's Formosa have low market access? We have perfectly good infrastructure. Ooh, Burma wants to join a customs union? Oh, we can't. Because we're part of... Well, how can they send it if I can't even do that? Like, why would I be able to get that if I can't? Reject it, because I can't. I'm part of the British. I can't even demand independence. Don't know why. He's not a committed participant in any diplomatic play. Oh, yeah, because of these. Jeez, Britain. Get out of those. At 2 million. From like 7 million out of 2 million. That's how long this has been. It's only been 3 years. Most of our surplus has fallen short. And how is my market access weak? It's because the British are at war with someone. Is that the reason? Low shipping lane effectiveness. Yeah, I think it's because the British are at war with something. It's always when the British is at war. That's when the economy sucks. That's why I want independence from the British. If only for the fact that anytime anything crazy happens with them, we lose so much profit. Let's see. I think it's indoor. Maybe the South African or Liberal Revolt. Because they are on the coast there. Whatever. We'll just increase our reserves again. Ah, yes. Macedonian Affairs. Malaria prevention. Ooh, we got communists, liberals, and social democrats. Let's check out the government. And we got 100 government legitimacy. Amazing. Amazing. And everyone's still pretty happy. Although industrialists, they're not so much. The Ripper at large completed. The killer, known as the Taipei Ripper, who has long plagued the state of Formosa, has finally been arrested. The inspector grips his walking stick fiercely. He hardly smiles. The face of the culprit is dimly lit by the cell light. From this distance, he resembles one of the inspector's childhood friends, his cousin, every other policeman. He doesn't even lift his head when they serve him some bland porridge. It's over now. The inspector can't take his eyes off the man. The light flickers. Someone has already told the press. The office is filled with voices. The killer mutters something. He hardly smiles. We got the B word, because apparently cursing on YouTube is bad. And I may have cursed a little bit before, but I'm sure it's past the whatever mark for the algorithm. Although I don't really get monetization yet anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, we got the bastard. Plus 10% authority. Huzzah! The British, stop your war already. Please. Crusade for change. The ongoing effort to implement regulatory bodies has captured the imagination of the Communist Party, which has added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform. The Communist Party are the champions of change. The people speak and they shall listen. Oh yeah, this one's much better than that. Communists can do as they will, but this is definitely push for enacting regulatory bodies. That's the main important part here. I think the liberals will win a huge majority. Again. The communists will probably be second. Then conservatives, and then the social democrats. Looks like a lot of the progressive side is... actually, liberal... I don't know if you can call the petite bourgeoisie and the armed forces progressive. But probably more left-leaning than the monks and the landowners. Ooh, backroom dealings exposed. Prominent members of the rural folk, outspoken supporters of regulatory bodies, and close allies of Wu Huiyan have been exposed in a corruption scandal, having exchanged political favors for personal gifts. Throw them to the wolves. Simple as that. Oh my god, the access to the markets are so small. Bro, what are the British fucking doing? Why in Hanover? God. Why you gotta be King of Hanover? Why Queen Victoria? Why did your family have to come from Hanover? Like, why? So annoying. Woman, how old are you? 104. Not even the age of our prince, man. Woman, just give up Hanover. You should not be in the Holy Roman Empire like that. Be an elector in that. Okay. Was it the House of Stuart that got Hanover? Or which house? House Mountbatten? I forget. I don't know too much of that part of the British history. Only from like 100 Years' War and like Henry VIII, I think. Or Elizabeth I, technically. I'm a history buff, if you couldn't tell. Me playing history games. Direct action. Workers organized by trade unions are staging short strikes and work to rule periods in an effort to pressure the government to pass regulatory bodies law. Oh look, they have the Chinese people. I love this art. The Chinese workers. Though their methods seem effective, they are causing major damage to our industrial economy. We have the right to be safe at work. Nobody should have to clock in wondering whether today will be the day they lose an arm or an eye. Until our safety is guaranteed, we will not work another day. You see, this hits home, especially from recent times. If any of you heard of, in the United States, the rail workers strike that was basically they wanted sick time off because they basically had none, if any. Maybe one day they had, if nothing, if they did, and they had like nothing really. And the Biden administration ended up forcing a deal that gave them, I think, only one additional sick day. So from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. And they had terrible hours, terrible pay. And the workers, the whole argument was, oh, it's a holiday season. We need people to transport our stuff. We can't have them not working. And that's like, bro, you're putting manufactured goods and just like your wants over the needs of people who, when they're sick, they risk not having a job after they're better. Like, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And if anything I learned, we should be like the opposite of the Biden administration. We should let them strike. I know it's a huge hit to the manufacturing industries, but if we think about it right now, the market's already pretty bad. So I don't even think this would do that much to it. So let them strike. Let them strike. See what happens. They have to understand that this is serious. Look at that. 80% success. When you support the people. We are in a deficit. I can see it. But we do have good reserves. We're not in a debt crisis. Oh my god, 103. Because of their war in Hanover, I'm telling you. Zero access. Oh my god. The British, bro. This is ridiculous. I can't. I just want to break away now. Because now they're in a play against British proletarians. Britain, you can't hold yourself together. Can I just break away, please? Just let me declare independence, please. Oh my god. My economy's gonna die. The only good thing that has come out of this episode so far was the annexation of North Brunei. Almost passing regulatory bodies. And passing a lot of journal entry stuff. Like, aside from that, the British whole thing, like, oh my god. Ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. From this sad note of the economic catastrophe we're going to be facing, we'll have to, what we call it for this episode. Oh my god, so many people are mad. Oh my god, they're so mad. Because the standard of living decreases mostly because we're losing so much money. The economy is going to shit. Because of the British who can't control themselves. They're going through another civil war. Actually, I don't know if it's another. I don't even know if it's... Maybe it's more than... I gotta rewatch my other episodes, but... Yeah. Signs that the British... Oh, that there's Turkey. Signs that the British overlordship is a very dangerous thing, and we should not be under them anymore. It's just... Like, I think the British Raj? No, they were not. Somebody... New South Wales, I think, had it right when they broke away. We should have broken away the same moment, but... Hopefully next episode we can, if we don't fall into economic catastrophe before then. Or maybe we can build up Formosa to avoid anything crazy, but maybe we can also pass regulatory bodies to, you know, get some semblance of, you know, success. But we did do a lot, nonetheless. North Brunei, as I said before, and passing a lot of journal entries, and very close to regulatory bodies again. Very close to regulatory bodies. So we will see what lies in store for next episode. Will probably be about maybe 2-3 more episodes of this entire series left, because we only passed 4 years. So give it like 12 more, 13 more in-game years, which is about 2 to 3 episodes. So we'll see what lies in store for the future. But don't forget to like this video if you enjoy my Victoria 3 content, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy all of my content, from CK3 to Mount & Blade to Bannerlords to, of course, Victoria 3 and all that stuff. Make sure you ring that bell to get notified of future video drops, get notified of all video drops or personalized ones as you see fit. And of course, leave your comments, thoughts, questions, concerns, and of course, recommendations for games to play or even videos to review down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.